Hello everyone, welcome back to the Fiat Ducato Build Series. If it's your first time to the channel, then hello, I'm Naz, and together with my wife Rosie, we're turning this panel van into our very own tiny home on wheels. If you watched last week's video, then you would have seen us make a ply bulkhead, which tested my patience to say the least. But in today's video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how we managed to frame our window, get it all looking neat and tidy, and also tackle the rest of the plywood on that side of the van. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, I've made a start. There's so many ways you can attack framing the windows of your van. My thought process is I'll build the frame and then I'll put metal corner brackets on the inside of the frame and then just secure to these. So effectively the frame will be floating over the window but attached to the battens, which are going to be hidden behind the wall. It should lead to quite a strong finish, and then if I need any more strength, what I'm going to do is put some battens going across and also secure with some metal L brackets as well. So I'm just going to pocket hold these, get them in, and then take a trip to B&Q to get more supplies. Okay, we're back from B&Q. That was another £85 down. I picked up these to make the window frame. It's just 144mm by 18mm, just timber really. I'm going to be using this to make the frame. So I've cut the top and bottom ones and they're fine. I'm just going to now trim a couple of centimetres off the top one because the van obviously comes in a little bit, and then we'll work at scribing the side pieces. Okay, I just quickly wanted to talk you through how I was going to do the scribing for the side bits, because obviously there's a much bigger difference between down here and up here in terms of where it will meet this beam. So I figured out the distance between the top and the bottom ledge and then cut that down to size, which I've done there, and then literally all I did was I held this up to the window so that the face is against the window, so that this side's an angle, held it up against this beam, and then just took a pencil and just drew a line up the side. So basically what that's done is transferred this angle onto this outer edge, so when I cut that off and I turn it, I can just slot this right up. And I've done that for this one, and when you put it in now, it goes flush to where I'm going to be mounting it to. So I just got this one left to do. I'm going to jigsaw that line and then we'll see if it all fits. Okay, that's the window frame done. There it is. So the reason I haven't installed it yet is because I want to get on with staining it before it goes in, because I don't intend on taking this out again once it's in. I've decided against the L metal brackets because of how much of a snug fit it is. I'm just going to drive screws through. You're going to be able to see them, but I think it'll be a stronger and less prone to failure way to secure the frame in than using the brackets. The brackets weren't a waste of money. I can use them for the rest of the build, like when I'm doing the kitchen and when I do the bench seats. But yeah, The battens are perfect, the frame's perfect, well not perfect but you know what I mean. So I'm just going to go ahead and stain it.
Good morning, life. Good morning, sun. How are you? Skies above. Gee, it's great to be alive and love. Good, good, good morning, sun. Good morning.
So you would have just seen from that time lapse that the frame is in, and I am really happy with it. Let's give you a look. To be honest, I was absolutely dreading doing this job. I just thought it was going to be a massive headache, just like doing all this. But it actually went much smoother than I thought it was going to. And it's solid. I'll give you a closer look. I've got a bit of time left this afternoon, a couple of hours, so I thought I may as well make use of it and start on that wall basically. So I'm going to start with the section of the window because it's the biggest piece, and then if I've got enough time I'm going to do the bit which is over the bed. Let's cut some more plywood. I just wanted to quickly show you how I'm going to be cutting out where the window frame is. This would be much easier with a router, but I don't have one and I'm not going to buy one just for this. What I've decided to do is basically come around this side of the van, open this window and then trace with a pencil on the inside where the window is, and then take the ply out, and then that should be a perfect replica of the window frame. Right, well that worked surprisingly well from just tracing. By the looks of that, it should be pretty much a perfect cutout.
It's been a long time. Some of the old songs.
So there we go, that method clearly does work. So if you've got opening windows in your van, then rather than using a router, obviously if you've got a router, use one, but if you haven't got one and you don't want to buy one, open your window, trace it from the outside and then cut it out, and the finish pretty much perfect. So now I'm just gonna screw this in a few places, make sure it all fits and is strong enough to be supportive, because there is going to be an overhead cabinet, albeit a small one, just above the window going full length in an L shape all the way around. I then added an additional batten to where our overheads are going to be, just to give it a bit more strength, and then I tackled the rest of the ply, which was a headache in itself. It was then over to Rosie to start the painting. So she started by adding a layer of undercoat primer, and then she'll attack the rest of the van with our white paint. We've decided to go with white because we think it's going to accent the wood tones in the van really nicely and just make the van feel really homely. And while Rosie's doing the work, everyone knows, happy wife, happy life. So let's make her a cup of tea.
I'm gonna get my hairy legs in it now.
And there we have it, yet another job ticked off the list. This van build seems to be going on forever, but I'm glad to say that we're nearing completion now. Obviously the videos haven't caught up because, quite frankly, they take a long time to edit, but I am catching up, slowly but surely. You would have seen the last few clips that I jumped straight to Rosie doing all the painting. The rest of the ply gave me a bit of a headache, so I decided to do that just off camera, save you all a lot of moaning. But yes, it's looking very neat and we're so happy with it. Framing the window was one of those things that I put off for ages because realistically I didn't know how I was going to get it done. I saw so many van builds that did it so many different ways that I was a bit lost, but the way we've done it has worked out really good, and we've used the van numerous times since the frame's gone in, and it's solid, it hasn't moved, and it's just, well, really nice to look at, really. And with that said and done, I'm glad to say that the next few videos are where things really start to take shape. The kitchen video should be next, and then following that will be our sofa getting built, what I'm currently sat on now, and then a sneak peek of our overheads. That video is to come as well. There are a fair few videos left in the build series, but we are nearing the end and we can't wait to show you the finished result, but you'll have to wait and see for that. What I will give you a sneak peek of is how things are looking at the moment. We've put our curtains up and they look really good, so I guess I'll just quit waffling and show you what it looks like today. So you can see a little bit of our kitchen there, but I'm not going to give it away. The window frame's in and the curtain rail is up and we're really happy with it. It's just made everything feel a lot more homely. And everything we're doing to this van at this stage, every little thing we get ticked off the list, is just making this van feel more like our house, really. If you watched this far into the video, then thank you very much. I really do hope you stick around to see the rest of the build. And some exciting news is we are about a week and a half away from finalising our bookings for heading over to Europe for our 3-month trip. Those videos are going to be insane and I can't wait to film them and get them out to you. But with all that said and done, I think I'm going to leave you here for today. I do hope this was in some way entertaining or informative. If you've got any questions about van builds or about my window frame or whatever, really, even if you just want to have a chat, go down below, leave me a comment. I will get back to you as soon as I can. And of course, if you liked the video, then please drop it a like. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing down below. Stay tuned for the next one because it's going to be a good one. A lot of progress is going to be made. But until then, I'll catch you next time.